Hi travelers, Tara here, Hidden Lotus Tarot. Couple of announcements I'd like to make. The first is that I do have my website up and running. Doesn't have a lot of pages, doesn't have a lot of stuff on it. I just got it up a couple of days ago. You are able to book through the site now. If you go to the page that says Tarot Readings Booking, you'll have to look at the top. It's on a thin strip right below, I think, one of the photographs in the center of the three cards. Um, I am offering a Scorpio New Moon special, $20 off your reading. The prices are listed there. So basically you click the button, take the $20 off the reading that you want, and you click it and put that into PayPal. It's payment through PayPal. So I've tried to make it a little bit easier for those of you who aren't familiar with PayPal. We know we have the new moon in Scorpio coming up, so this is going to be a very, I think, emotional time, a very tense time. We know that in terms of relationship uh, things that are happening, we also know that new moons are about endings and beginnings. This is a brand new cycle coming in, but we also have a nodal shift on the moon nodal shift, and it's going into the Virgo Pisces axis. It's been running for the past year along the Aries Libra axis, which has been asking us to think about fairness and equality in a situation, in whatever situation, what type of relationship it is, if it's romantic, if it's business, it's familial, friendship, whatever, even in relationship to yourself. We know that Venus has been wreaking a little bit of havoc in people's lives, but this new shift coming up is all about destiny on the Virgo Pisces axis. It is about getting in line with where it is you need to be going, because um, with the new moon coming in, something new is on the horizon. So I went ahead and laid the cards out. And what I have on the top line is the King of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups. The next line, I have the Knight of Swords, the Empress, the Seven of Cups. The last line is the Three of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Coins. Now, what this looks like to me, um, right here in the center of the spread is this Empress, and we know that she represents Venus. She also represents a fire sign. We know that Venus has been really wreaking havoc with people in terms of their finances, in terms of their relationships, because she has been around to ask us to get real about the things that we value the most, and how we value ourselves and how we value our partners. And so this top line, this King of Wands here, somebody who, if they're not a fire sign, then they embody the qualities of this King of Wands. And we know that this guy is determined. He is passionate. He's highly sexual. He's a business owner. He has a lot of fire, a lot of drive, and he just goes out and he gets what he wants. Now, this Six of Cups can speak to this, and it's interesting that I have this card right next to the Two of Cups, because both of these cards can represent a soulmate connection and a karmic relationship. So it appears as if there is someone in your life, and this could be also a female, okay, if you're a male or if you're in same-sex relationship, whoever is represents the female or the male, this could be either or, that there is a karmic tie here, and that it is a soulmate connection. But as I've warned you before, soulmate connections sometimes aren't the kind where you're right off into the sunset on the white horse on the beach, that with the music playing in the background. It could be simply that someone has came into your life, there was a karmic debt that needed to be repaid, and that, you got to work through that karma, and then maybe they're supposed to leave. Okay. And I say that because of these three cards. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. Now, to me, it appears that there are several things going on in this spread. The first we know is that you have a connection with someone. And from all intents and purposes, looking at the top line, this was something really good. It maybe started out really good, but then something rushed in energy. It might have been communications. It could even be a third person in the picture, because we do have two twos and two threes. Okay. So it could be that perhaps this third person, you didn't know anything about them. That's why it's covered up. Okay. And suddenly things changed. Here's Venus again playing havoc, because there is some heartache associated with either this person that you're involved with and yourself, and or yourself. This could either be you or the other person. So there is actually, there's some hurt feelings here. And if it was a three people in the situation kind of thing, then the spread is saying that in a sense, there's a victory in this. That if you walked away, or you plan on walking away, or if the other person walked away, there is a victory in this. Now, you may not see it as such, okay, because really the energy of the Empress, which is about abundance, it's about love. The Empress is about nurturing, about caring, support. With the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, it appears that this was really had a lot of potential, but for whatever reason, it didn't quite go through. I think there was he's charging out of this way, out of the spread. He's not coming in this way. So this is not something that's coming in. This is something that has occurred. So this was either just energies of rushing, of maybe not communicating properly, or really that a third person just came out of nowhere into the situation. And it's, it fell apart. What I find, this line down the center here, the Six of Cups, the Empress, and the Six of Wands, that's two sixes. And I don't have time to look at the two sixes, but you can look that up for yourself. You can type in two sixes in a tarot spread, three sixes, however many come out. And there's several sites that'll tell you that. But it appears as though it could be someone from your past, or it is someone that it's a soulmate connection, but that, and there was a victory in this in some way. And I think you're being asked to look at, if you had to walk away, or you're planning on walking away, or that person walked away from you, there is a hidden lesson, a hidden benefit in this. But I think that there are still some feelings, some residual feelings, or perhaps even residual energy surrounding this, because this column and here represents the future. So it is as if this Two of Cups is still on the mind of the two people that had this falling out. There is still some hidden emotions, perhaps some illusions, some fantasies. There's no clarity around this. And both people are still having a very difficult time finding balance. What it appears to me like is that one person is moving on. That's maybe what the victory is. That yes, they've got the heartbreak, but they're not stuck. They're moving on. They're trying to find their balance. If this is someone returning, it's like maybe this thing right here, and this clarity, the confusion, could be a repetitious cycle. You see that? And you've done all you can do to try to work with the person, or accommodate the person, or be sympathetic or empathetic, whatever the case may be. But you just realize that it's not going to work out, and you decide to cut it loose. You decide to walk away. So there's still a victory in this. This card to me also speaks of options, being flexible, being open to new things coming in. Even though you're still a little bit unbalanced, you are willing to, hear this diagonal, you're willing to go forward with it. This diagonal here of the Two of Cups, the Empress, and the Three of Swords, it just to me speaks to, it looks like it was something fantastic that just did not work out for whatever reason. I want to pull another card right quick. We have the Nine of Wands. So somebody, maybe both of you, are on defense and on guard, moving forward. I'm looking at this card as a movement card because it's going this way. This is the present. We have the Wish card, the Nine of Cups. Aha. And on the bottom, we have the King of Swords. So one of you is embodying the qualities of this king, and the other person is embodying the qualities of this king. And this is somebody who is extremely logical, emotionally distant, very rational, um, who is in a space of being very, very defensive and not willing to, I don't know, perhaps budge or move. Maybe this is something that the person always does or has always done. But then we have this card of the Six of Swords. And again, this speaks to maybe this person, their lesson, maybe you're moving on and they're still stuck, but they're trying to move on. And they can't, which may mean that they could come back to you. We have the Six of and the Empress. So this is going to, maybe this is what you're going to have to embody if this person continues to come back. Again, it seems like it's a repetitious cycle here. And it could simply be that maybe you have to adopt this attitude if the person has come back, because it's whatever the situation is, it's not going to change if this is someone from your past that you have a connection to, a deep connection to. With the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands, you see they're both moving in the same direction. This is a victory and moving forward, leaving something behind. Maybe you need to gain the space to step away from the situation, think about it logically and rationally, you know, and maybe you just decide to leave, or that person decides to leave, because, you know, this third person has come in. And just know that if your wish is to perhaps get back with this person, really, I can't, I just would suggest that you think long and hard about it. And, you know, I'm not seeing any cards of working it out. I'm not seeing any cards of really a reconciliation or conclusion to the matter. I think it's going to be something difficult to work through. But just know that if you have to walk away, or the other person has walked away from you, and your wish was that you would get back together, walking away is really going to be like a blessing in disguise. You do have a, it may not, that's what you wish for. You didn't get this wish, but just know that with this card here coming in, that the universe has said that's not really the wish that you wanted. You didn't realize it. Okay. That your wish is still coming. You don't realize it. And I do feel that it's tied to this Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. And maybe the message is that if somebody new is coming in on the horizon, to don't be like this, move away from this. Don't allow the past heartbreak and hoopla and perhaps third person who has entered in effect, dash what you had were your dreams or your hopes. Don't let that stand in the way of this new blessing that is coming to you within the universe. I want to take the Sibilas right quick on this. I would like to look at first what this Knight of Swords is all about. The Knight of Swords, and he's supporting this King of Swords. So, and also this Six of Swords. So the King of Swords is somebody who could really, really hurt your feelings in terms of the way they behave towards you and what they say to you. And it could have been crosswords or just something really ugly or negative that the person displayed. And the way the cards look to me, it looks as though if you are coming from this space, if this is you and you've been hurt by this King of Swords, vice versa, I don't really see whoever this person is that's embodying these qualities. It was as though really everything, it was everything you wanted, and you really had great intentions. And I don't think that this person, but for whatever reason, they came out and they hurt. They said something very hurtful, or their behavior has been very, very, I don't know, just distant. Okay. There has been some worry and anxiety surrounding a situation of a really being happy, and I think this relates back to this top line, King of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. It does surround a Donna Maritata, which is the Empress card. This is a nurturing kind of person, someone who's kind and loving. And I think that with this diagonal here, this energy speaks to that it was something that someone offered, was trying to be kind and supportive and loving, but for whatever reason, this person just said, no. And maybe you tried to reconcile with the person, and again, they said no. Again, it could be about a third person. Maybe this person already has somebody else behind the scenes that you didn't know anything about. I want to look at this 7. Now, there is some confusion going on about contract, gifts, and love. Contracts, this could be an offer, it could be a business offer, it could be a romance offer, a negotiation. There is some real doubts and confusion and delusions or illusions surrounding what was on offer. These 3 cards are saying that perhaps what was offered was not really what you thought it was. Perhaps the person was unclear in their communications about that, or that the person themselves didn't know what they were offering, even if they were offering anything. It's as if they stepped forward and then they came back. I don't know. It's a strange kind of energy. Let's look at this 3 of Swords. Yes, this says to me that there were indeed some communications from someone who represents like the King of Cups, okay? This could be a male or a female, okay? And that there were some, this is stupid actions or stupid behavior. So it's as if it's saying to me that news came in some fashion. Maybe it was actually through communications, or it was actual behavior, something done, something not done, that was very stupid, and it has caused this situation. Whatever the motivation may be. Because we have these 2 3s, I want to see now. Now I can look at this card, and this is an interesting trio on the. To me, it kind of speaks to that there is a third person in the situation that has come in. It was unbeknownst. This is a surprise. But there's something, maybe this is what that speaks to, is that this is, that because this didn't go well, that this person was able to come in, a surprise person. Maybe something occurred that happened quickly, rashly, without thought. But it could also speak to perhaps this third person coming in, and it could just be a friend who may have some interest in this person, who has their ear, so to speak, and is saying things to them and trying to keep you guys apart, okay? Keeping things unbalanced for selfish reasons. I want to look at these 2 cards and this card here. First out. Now, on the 9 of Cups, the wish card, whatever you wish for coming true, it has to do with the past visit or a trip that involves sex. But there's something forward on the lookout. Maybe this person, somebody went on a trip and met someone strictly for sexual purposes. It worked out well for them. Maybe this is why this person is like this and keeping you at a boundary, and why you are confused, because you got some messages from them that perhaps said to you that that's what they wanted from you, the contract, the gift, the offer, but it wasn't clear per se. This moving away, let's see about this. Okay. Now this card, we have the card of the deceit, the speranza, and the la vecchia signora. The deceit card, this could be a falsehood, someone falsely moving forward or having trouble moving forward because of something in the past that was hidden. Maybe the person is feeling guilty. Speranza speaks to hope, but it can also speak to anxiety or fear. This could also speak to fear, and there's a change coming in. So, maybe what this is saying is that you need to let the person go. They may come back, they may not. Again, I don't see, this is a card of return. I don't know. I want to look at this card and this card. Now, on the King of Swords, the person that's doing the blocking, we have the card of jealousy, extreme jealousy, thoughts, and then the Yadro. Again, this speaks to a change. So maybe this is what made the person become this way. Maybe they were jealous for some reason. Maybe they thought that something was being taken from them or stolen from them. It could speak to that they were thinking about this, but now this is changing, but they still can't move past this space. Blocking, isolation, being on guard. And then what the victory is all about, moving forward, is that there is sadness attached to this. We know that because, this speaks to it. But that you have the faith to go forward. And in going forward, there is somebody new on the horizon because this speaks to the rival. I would say it's a male rival, but again, we could say that it's also a female. The La Namica card did not come out, but we can infer the same thing. So that there is somebody new on the horizon coming into the picture. So it could be that if this person tries to come back, he may be too late. In which case, I don't know what to tell you. But it looks as though what is on the horizon is, moving forward for you, this victory. Again, it's going to be a wish. And again, it could probably end up being a Two of Cups situation. Maybe you just had karma with this other person to play out, to make you get in touch with what was really, really important for you. And you weren't getting that from this person for whatever reason. I want to take a quick oracle card. This card says, again, open up. Now, this is the second time this card has come out. I think it's a Pentacles card, the Four of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken. And, yes. See? It speaks to withdrawal, blocks, control, and release. Sometimes past sorrows cause you to withdraw from both your emotions and from other people as a way of preventing further pain. Okay? However, this closing up or shutting down of, okay, prevents a free flow of energy from you, interfering with the ability of the universe to fulfill your desires. When this card appears, it suggests that you may have blocked or closed off your energy field in some way. Have you let sadness or fear prevent you from moving forward into more satisfying, loving relationships? Release this blocking energy by working with affirmations, prayers, and your spirit guides. The more you open up your energy field, the sooner you will receive what you desire. Also, watch out for the need to control. For relationships to thrive, the energy must be free-flowing, and everyone must have the right to self-expression. When you open yourself up, you allow your relationships to grow and evolve. Again, as I was saying, there was, I think, something rushed in, and it revolves to me around communications, because we did have that card of the letter coming out, and we know that swords can also speak to communications as well. And it may have been that the person stepped forward for you in in a somewhat manner of offering you something, and then suddenly they just turn cold on you, and you can't seem to get a straight answer or clarity. And then if you were able to reestablish contact with this person, that maybe you were trying to reestablish contact. I don't know, maybe this speaks to reestablishing contact, and the person said something hurtful to you that was quite unexpected, and it just didn't work out. So know that if this person decides to make a comeback, you're going to be faced with the choice. We do have these two twos here and twos. This is really not about a choice, but in this situation, it's going to be a choice of whether or not you're going to choose to go back with this person. Again, I feel it's going to be a repetitious cycle if it has not already been repeating itself. That's that karma playing out. And so maybe you need to release and let that person go. Either they have already walked away, in which case you need to release and let them to continue to move forward, because there's something new on the horizon for you. I hope that this helped. If you would like to get a personal reading, if you recognize anything in this spread here, you'd like to get a bit more information on it, again, you can go to my website, hiddenlotustarot.com, and you can book there. All right, I hope this helped, and until next time, namaste, travelers.